All right, a bit of a tiring day here at 2009 Gold Cup on the Water Anarchy, wrapping up our coverage. Andy, did you have a fun day today?
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks for inviting me out. It's great to spend time with you guys. Great to see the racing.
Well, we love to have you on board. It certainly, like I said, makes our life easier. This one has been this one's been brought to you by Point Loma Outfitting. Hi, baby. We're just showing your shirt.
It's your shirt.
That's my shirt. It's very cute. Point Loma Outfitting, Ultimate Sailing, Latis Yachting Solutions, MII Yachts, and who else? Charleston Race Week, Kattack. I'm sorry, because you're really cute. But Andy, 3 days, 3 races, a pretty long day out there. Even, you know, we didn't sort of expect it to be so fast and furious, did we?
Yeah, the breeze came on, the swell was up, the waves were good size, so the guys had great rides downwind, which was fun for us to watch and video. But the racing was interesting. I mean, the guys that could keep their boats going through the water smooth upwind in that chop benefited, and then once they turned the corner at the top mark, jetted downhill, and Star winning the last race. Did a good job there. Kip Meadows and Roxanne won a race. They did a good job, but the overall winner was Rod Jabins in Ramrod, the first big event for their team with Gavin Brady, and they sailed really well. They won by 4 points over Andy Lovell. And
now Ramrod and Rougarou, the won 2 boats, yeah?
Yeah.
Both new boats. Rougarou doing, what, 1 regatta in San Francisco, I think?
Yeah.
And Ramrod doing, this is their first regatta with almost no practice time. What does that mean for a class like this, for newbies to be able to come in and out of the box go and win?
Well, it certainly doesn't scare you to jump in a boat and go out there and race with some of the best sailors in the world. It encourages people to go do it. You can get up to speed, I think, pretty quick. You just got to get used to the boat, get used to the angles downwind. I mean, sailing the boat upwind, I think, is pretty straightforward. The boats all have pretty good teams aboard, so I think that, you know, helps and makes the playing field a little more even. But you can certainly jump into the class and participate and compete at a high level right away. I mean, even somebody like Michael Dominguez, who hasn't done a lot of sailing over the years, gets in the boat, and their Bronco team did really well in this regatta, so it's neat to see.
What a prospective owners, you know, are sitting there going, well, you know, I really like this boat. You know, what does it cost a year? Sort of an average program that isn't going to go do a lot of international stuff. I mean, how much can you go sail a Melges 32 for a year for?
I'd say you could probably do it for around $300,000 or less. You know, if you did all the regattas, all the travel, the outfitting the team with your gear and everything, it would be around that number.
And the boat costs right now?
The boat cost is just under $200,000 for
right.
Boat, sales, trailer, covers, you know, out of the factory at Melges, race ready.
Now let's switch tacks for another second here. We just had a little conversation, and you know, we've been beating this to death a little bit, but there's definitely some unrest over the way this Cat 1, Cat 3 classification system is working. You know, I know the owners have told us that they think it's a good, you know, that they like what it does for their wallets. But what about the system itself? I mean, what are you hearing, and what ideas do you have for making a system that maybe is a little easier to administer, or at least maybe doesn't have so many people griping?
It's a difficult system. It's a difficult thing that SAF have going right now, but it does help the owners. It does help the class organizations. What the answer is, I personally don't know. I don't know if anyone really knows. The most difficult thing with the whole situation is there's no way to really monitor what's going on. There's no way to track payment and who gets paid what and so forth. So whatever ISAF does, they need to pick a rule that allows them to be able to monitor and see clearly who's getting paid, who's not, how they're getting paid, and that's what they have to base the rule off of. And that's going to be a difficult situation. I don't know, an amateur is probably somebody that loves the sport of sailboat racing and doesn't need to get paid to go and do it. That's probably what a definition of an amateur is.
Yeah. All right, well, hey, thank you again. It's been a great time. Anything else you want to share about Melges products over the next few months?
We're just excited about what we have going on at Melges. This new Melges 20 is exciting, and then the Melges 24 that's been around for over 15 years now is really a boat that all of us truly love, and we look forward to keeping that ramped up.
Still selling 24s?
Still selling 24s, and the World's in Corpus Christi. I know you and I talked a little bit about trying to get 100 boats there. How do we do it? It's a great class. There are a lot of boats in the U.S. There are a lot of boats around the world. We We need to get them to Corpus Christi and have a big world event.
Warm, it's breezy,
Yeah.
it's cheap, it's where you want to go, isn't it?
Perfect for a Melges 24 regatta.
It is, it is. All right, well that sounds awesome. Are you selling 24s? Like how many years? I mean, where are they going?
We're selling Melges 24s. They're scattered all around right now. I mean, they're building boats in Europe. We're building boats in the U.S. But we've got Melges 24s going to Lake Geneva, our local fleet. We've got them going to the West Coast, East Coast, all over the place.
All right, well hey, it's been a pleasure and thanks again, man.
Thanks.